Welcome back to Timberborn and our Fortitude playthrough on the Iron Teeth. So, in last time, we did pretty well. Well, I, same thing. We did pretty well on getting this up and running. I just started off pretty, much straight away in the first, what I would call the first cycle before the drought. Just before the drought, so we don't particularly have to worry too much, but we're going to have to keep getting more water for sure. I certainly, if we take the idea that in no time at all, I'm just going to pause it, in no time at all that, well, I think it'll be about, I would say like cycle 4, maybe cycle 5, we're going to have our first drought. So we've got to think about how we're gonna block this. This is where it's coming out. We've got to block it to potentially send it down here. So that's something that I actually need to get on with pretty much straight away. Which we are starting to build this. This is important. We've got no I've got no food is pretty low. I'm getting more beavers to come in. I better start thinking about. I'll do that canola. We've got 3 days for the drought, so that's an important. We should be okay now. How many? I've got 3. I'm going to start because I need to start getting food in. 3 days should be fine. We've got no problems with that. But what I'm going to do is I want to get a forester, don't I? So that's going to be the main aim of this little playthrough, I think, just to get a forester going. Because we need to start getting these in. We've also got a potential forester situation up here, which I'll sort of put there, but I'm not going to do this yet because the main important thing is I'm going to have to get, even though I would love a forester, I need to get up here. I've got no option but to get up here and start doing this. So that's going to have to be a thing. Sorry about moving around so fast. I want to get this in. Because I want to get ready to... Once all this is done and the replant, I can turn these off. Even though I've taken them out. Doesn't really matter. Let's do a slightly faster. I'm just going to get this built. I've got 40 of these left. Now, we've still got... Obviously, we're still getting more. I'm going to put these in here, but... No, I'm not going to put them in there because I'm going to put them in here. That should be enough to start this off. I'm going to take one of these back. That'll now get this going. I need to keep this going because I need to get the logs going. We're okay because obviously we've got this. We've got this going as well, and then obviously take them. There's no real berries at this precise moment. So there's no point enabling that. We're gonna need to, yeah, I'm gonna need to get over here. I'm also gonna need this going. Not that there, just probably about here. I will need this eventually, but this is why I unlocked that as well. Because that's an important, so I can get down there. We're going to need to think about how I'm going to get this extra water and you know, do things like that. Wood. Get them going. But once we're up there, we need to get this going fast. I'm going to turn that off because it's not as important as this down here. I'll probably have to put that down to 2, but I need them to start building both. What we'll have then is, again, we want a lumberjack here and a lumberjack here. That'll allow me to get around there. Now, I don't want... I think that'll be okay. Well, I'm going to plant it there anyway. And then we'll go down here as well. I'm just setting out where... Because I'll eventually have to put a... Imagine the bad water's going to come down here. I'm going to have to block that off. Almost a day, almost or so long. I haven't got any sluices or anything like that because I can't build them because I haven't got any scrap metal. So that's not going to come for at least, I would say 4 cycles maybe. Because we've got to sort this out. This is a major thing. If I don't, I'll probably be able to, let's say, survive the first bad water, but subsequent ones I'll more than likely be dead. Anyone I'll be dead. So we've got to get going on all of this, This is on, so I'm going to put this on. I want to put this on. So this is important to get going. Well, they're all important to get going, but this is more important because I want to get this. Ooh, have I got the cutting? Yes, I have. I don't think I need to worry too much about that, though. Not that it makes too much of a difference. It's funny, they can walk up there, but they can't actually get... Nothing else can get up there unless put a bath. Always makes no sense, that. They shouldn't actually be able to get up there and do what they're doing here without the path. I'm just going to turn that down. I know I'm sort of having it the wrong way around. I'm also... I want to storage up here. And there'll be a reason... there's a reason why I want that storage. A, because the storage over here is quite far away. Start off. We've got 4. That's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Well, they're going up there. That can come right between there. That's okay. Where should I have this storage, I think? It doesn't have to be like... I think I can get it in there. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll have a storage there for the wood. And we'll get that built. Because we've got enough wood now. Don't forget, I'm still going to come over here. I've got to come over here. And I've got to come over here and get this wood. Potentially, well, there's not that much wood there, is there? What would be really nice is if we could push this away. There's all this water here. Don't know what we could do with that. I've got 50 something. I'm going to enable another one. And I'm going to enable another one of them. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I've got quite a bit. I should have enough. I'm also going to go up, and we'll see. Like I did this before, I want this to be full again. We're going to have a drought within a short amount of time, so it'd be best to get this full. What it does is it keeps this here. Not that it's... Oh, I could get a... I'll tell you what I could do. Now I've got that, I could get the forester in there. That's a good thing to have. But obviously we're going to have to carry on breeding. How much food have I... a lot of food. Food is definitely in short supply here. Right, that goes back down to 85. That needs to come on. I can't take that down anymore. I want to make sure I get this lot first. Yeah, that's an important thing to have. Because the logs will get filled up. All these logs here that are going to be here when I go around this here. A lot of this is actually already 100%. Now, that's quite good. I need to make sure I can get round, you see. And I don't need to worry too much about water as well. So that's another... That will irrigate this. So it's sort of, we're going to... how much? I'm going to turn this off, but I don't really need this on. This needs to be turned on. Let's now get some more food going. 53. Let's have another one. I'll put that to full as well. Drought is in effect now, so let's put that to 100%. I've got, so I can actually get rid of them. We're still cutting these down. My beavers that I haven't got. I'm going to cut that down. That now is gone. I need to get this done. Let's... what have we got for cutting on here? We got everything for cutting. Let's absolutely blitz this. Let's cut as much of this as we can, or set it up for cutting nonetheless. I might put some beavers around here actually as well. Or put the lumberjacks there, ready. Because once I cut this down, I can put the thing. That's going to have now 2. That's going to take that off. I'm going to get a ladder for this. So we can get the berries. Because I can't get any, they run out, see. So I need that to be built. I've got 4, so I'm fine. Remember, food is pretty important to 10 planks and 10 things. That needs to be done. And I'll set up for plant the trees. Birch. I'll do a pine. That's another reason why I did that, because that gives me some extra as well. Where can you get? You see, you can't get this as well. This here might as well go, because I can't get to that. So I'll get rid of that and then plant the trees in there. This is now going to come on. I'm still on 23 hours. They haven't got a lot of... so we're still cutting. Let's get round here. Like I said, it's really important to push all this through. I've got 40 food, so I'm doing okay. As long as that's built. Yeah, that's now built, so that's going to come online. Let's get this online. Bearing in mind, I've paused 2 of these, but I've got all this water, so I don't need to worry. And I've got 110. They're not going, but they need to go. The berries, let's just go down. Right, berries is going to come in here, and they're going to get some. They're going to get some berries for these, because otherwise I can't get the. I've only got 11. I've already lost 1, and I can't lose that many. I need to keep building them, as otherwise they will unfortunately die on me. They're coming back. These are not coming back yet. That's good. Is good. I'll connect that to there, that to there. I can't get this yet. I'll put them to use here. Now I've got this in, I'm going to start re-putting the trees back in here. This hasn't been taken down yet, but because there's only 1, so he's struggling to do anything. That's going to be paused. That's got enough in. That's got enough in. Don't think we've got these going. Nope. Don't need to worry about that. Food is... We got the berries, so these will eventually start filling back up again. I think it's this, you know. So I definitely need to... Right, they're going to get that. I'm trying to get the berries to... Right, now they're being refilled back up again. That's good. We'll start... I'll do these as well. That's an important... Getting this section. I can always turn them off. We got almost 1 there and got 2. So I'm going to... I've got 2 gone. This is the thing. I've got to make sure that I keep... getting this I'm going to do that so I can get that one up there. But this is the most important one, and this will be the most important one. They're not up and running yet. That's not in. I don't think that's. I don't think I set that put in. I did now. That's why I did. That's why I did this. You see, so they'll start just putting them in here. They don't have to go back too far. That's so important because obviously we need to start cutting all this down. What I've got to do. I want that for demolishing. That for demolishing. I want that for demolishing. I want this for demolishing. Eventually. I'd like to get it. I've got it in this one, but unfortunately, that's not happened. Right, that's 119. Obviously, I've got all these as well. Food is getting a bit better. Not great, but as it's... I need more beavers to be able to increase this, to be able to get this down. They're coming back now. I'm going to pause this and make sure this should be enabled. Why is that not enabled then? Go back. That, they're not cutting this. Man, you cut into that. That can come down. Now we might get that. There we go. It's because I'm running out of beavers, you see. I've got 3 and I've gone down to 10. That's the problem here. The problem is also I'll get a boost at the wrong time. And that'll be a bit of an issue. That's it now. I don't have any more. I've got 75 in berries. That's not too bad, but it's still not enough to... That's why I built more of these. To try and get half a day left. How much? Because they'll not eat the berries, they'll eat the cannoli. It's a good thing. I'm going to start these off. Even though, as long as I keep that. This is the main one. I cannot afford to turn that one off under any circumstances. That needs to be kept on. Plant the tree. Once we've got all these in, this will get turned off. But there's no point me turning that off at the moment. I've got these 2 in. This needs to be built as well so I can get down. That needs to be on low. I'm not too worried about that. The water will come back, so that's fine. Once I've got this one built, I need this one built to get down and start sorting out things like that. I'm going to add another one in as well. No, clearly I've not got enough for that. Now we're on to 10. That's got born, all those died. So I lost 2. Damn. But you can't really do anything much with that anyway. I've never understood which one gives them the berries. Or where they get the berries from. Because these are needing berries, and there's either no berry... Oh, I can do that. Don't do the water. I'm going to do one of these down. Once I've got this going... I also need this going as well, so... how are we doing? Oh, that's a bit of a disaster. I just forgot to do that. It's fine. It's alright, it'll go out. You're not feeding them. Get them fed. Oh, because she's sleeping. I need to get these going, you see. This is so important to get these going. Because otherwise, these are going to be wiped out before I even get anywhere. don't you send? Why don't you send the food in? Got tons of food here. Why can't you just come and fill that up? I'll never know why it just doesn't fill it up properly. It's waiting for stuff, but what's it waiting for? Is it waiting for the berries, or is it waiting for the water? But I'm going to do that one as well. Because I want all this in. Feeds at 100 and something. That's not too bad. I need more planks. That's a problem as well. I've got back to 11. That's not too bad. Got a couple grown up. But these are not... Come on, read the blooming things. Why don't you? I also always question why it just doesn't do this. Because it's got everything. It's got all the food. It just needs the berries and needs the water. Well, why don't you just tick the one? It's probably because it says it can't get the water. Let's put that on. Turn that off and try and get some more water in here. I'm trying to get the water in here. Because that's what we need. I think it needs to fill water up first. Before it'll go get the berries. Now, see, now that's needing some. Well, do it then. Do it. I always think there's a bug in this. Because it's like, why is it waiting for so long to do it? I've got the workers. I've got the berries. Unless it's classed as excess. In other words, it won't fill these up until the water is reached the 30, let's say. And that would produce excess. In other words, then it'll put it in the breeding pot. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But I need it to pull its finger out. Because otherwise I'm not going to get... I've got more, but the others are going to die on me. And then it's going to be the end again before it's even decided to do what it needs to do. Now, I should have full. So that should encourage them to do what they need to do, I assume. Can't get any more water. I'm just going to turn these off because I want this on. Otherwise, I cannot build any of this. I'll finish it off, and I can't build any of that either, so that needs to be done. Yeah, I'm going to have to find out why that's just not doing... Because it just feels as if it's bust. It's been there for 3 days, and it's still not filled them up. Why? Oh, here we go. Oh, so you've done that one. Thank you very much. Do the rest of them. Come on. So it is a builder that needs to do that. I just saw him that needs to do it. But he's not filling these out. Why is he not doing them? He's just stood there. Why? Get over these. Get over the stupid building. Gets me angry. It's like, oh, come on. Because you know you need to do it, and it's just like, come on. They're here. You can't tell me that that's not a bug in the game. I've got more wood coming in. Yeah, so now they're going to take this down. They'll take... I should be okay so far, but I'm going to need to... it's going to need to pull its finger out. Sure. That's why I've got these two. I've got quite a bit of wood there. I'm going to... Because I don't understand why these are just not getting done at all. To me, that's just stupid. Just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I'll do that. I know that's quite a lot. That's almost got built, but I want this. This has to be the main one to get built first. These are obviously going to get taken out as well. Because this is where the bad water is going to go, but I need to block this off. This is why I need this one. The trouble is, I need it to do it probably about here. Ah, so we've got a drought approach, that's fine. I'll do a levee. No, I'll do the levee there. Because the trouble is, if I go to... This bad water won't go out. I could have, should have do it there. There's one. I'm trying to work out where the best place is for it. That's two, that's two. Yeah, I'll do that one. Because that's got a better chance. Right, I want this. Oh well, these can be done whenever they be done. But what I'm gonna do, it's a bit slight. It's put this here, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it because they will fill that in. Right, that's great. But I'm going to pause it. I want them to get so far with it, but I don't want... This is why I built this, you see, because I know there's all this there. Unfortunately, they've got to go around all and do this to... That's for... I'll probably get to about 10. Well, I can actually get to 12 and just pause it as quick as I can. And then that way... I've got a couple of days for the water to go in. I've got to up that this as well. That's another thing I've got to do. Right, that's not doing too bad. Right, pause. So I've got that right to the end. All that has to be done is to get built. We know we're going to get a drought in a minute, so I'm not going to demolish that until we're ready. These can now get built. I'll put these on the building. Right, how we do? See what I mean? Oh, why? Why are they not getting done? You can't tell me that's not a bug. Because that makes no sense at all. Right, I've got 6 planks. Is that going to be enough? I don't want any... I don't need any more, I don't think. So I'm going to turn this off. If I can select the thing. That's turned off. This needs to come back on. That can go off. The water needs to come back on. That needs to come back on. That can now be turned off. Oh no, it can be turned back on. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Because I just realised I could put some trees there. I just don't get why this isn't getting done. I really don't. Because I've got an absolute full stack of berries starting there. Full of full. I will do that one as well. I've got 77 left. I'm going to have to be careful. I have got this to go at. I want that getting done so that they can start munching on this lot. I don't even think yeah, I forgot to select that one. So there's no thing there either. Right, we've got this going. That's good. I'm waiting for once I get the drought to go, I'll build that. Then that's done. Aha! Finally! Absolute finally. That took 4 days for that to actually do anything. Why has it taken that long for it to do anything? I have no idea. I need to have a look at that, because that to me seems to be really weird. Can I get... Do I get... No, I don't. I still don't get one. I'm missing, you see. I don't have a... These are all back running. This is now running. Yeah, it's it can be really frustrating when things just won't build as you want them to build. And that just I never get that. I'll never get that because, like I said, I've had that there for 4 days, and it's not done them. So, and there's enough builders in there. Or is it because there's builders that are having to do? I don't. Yeah, berries is now going. I want that to be built. Come on. Come on. Get on, buddy. I'm going to push this up. Because I want that water in there. And then I'll get down and get rid of this and swap this for a log. And then obviously what I'll have to do is when we get I'll have to build this to block that, and I suppose I don't really need to build that, to be honest. I've got it here, don't I? But it doesn't matter. Right, that's... I'll put that down to 85 just to... I'll put it back to 100. Not too worried. A lot of this will... there we go. Right then, I'm going to pause this off. I'm going to add this back in. And they're obviously going to start eating up that. Because I have not got plant crops, I'm going to start clearing this now. So the won't, once they pick this up, they won't plant that back. I've got this here. Right, I want that to be demolished. So do that for me. Dankeschön. To berries. How many berries can I get? Only one. Be fine. That'll be fine. Still haven't done this one. They've done that one, but yeah, once this... I'm not really bothered about that one. Once this is gone, that needs to be taken out. I've got 7 days of drought. That's a big drought. We probably get that done in this playthrough anyway. I've got what? You see, I don't need to worry because I've got all this water here. I'm trying to get as much food up as I can, so I don't want to use the berries, you see. We've got 11. We've just had another one born. Do us a favour, mate. Just build us these. This is a good luck. I've got to get these trees done as well. So these need. Do you know, we might be able to get a forester on there. If I can get this blocked, right? Are you going to do this? Would you do that for me? Are these on? Yeah, because they were on full. That's why. Put that down to there. Get that other thing done. I want them to do this, so I can take this out and swap it for a log. This is what they're going to do now. Right. If I levy that, put that as a thing to do. I've got enough logs. Well, I haven't really got enough logs. Food thing. What I'm going to do, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to got that gives me 2. I'm going to put these 2, and I'm going to put this 2. Berries. I don't think I need to select one actually, but this will get me all this wood and everything else that I need because I ain't got a lot of wood. Plant. I'm going to do that. Plant trees as well. Like I said, I'm swapping all this for trees again. They're all out. They're all out. That's almost done. Can I get any berries in there? Yes, I can. Can I get... No, I can't. So that's all me thing. I'm keeping an eye on the water. Water's not doing too bad. Once they've done these, then I'll turn this off. And that'll give me back another one. I need to get some more water as well. I need to get quite a lot more water. My idea is to cut this off. But I need to get down there. Right, how many trees have we got left? Right. That now can be paused. This... I've got 4, but that's not going to be enough, obviously. And then we'll send this down here. And we'll do this for cutting, I suppose. Obviously, I've got all that other stuff over there for cutting. Then we'll put the lumberjacks here. They'll obviously do what they want to do. I think I'm going to cut the... I'm going to put some here. Right, so that's been done. Yeah, all I'll do is I'll put one this here. Which I can do, actually. That's not what I want. That there. What I'll do is I'll get rid of this. Get that back. How are we doing for everything else? Got 100 in water. I'll put the water on because I don't... I've got... nope, I'm only can only have one. I'm just keeping an eye on this. But once all this is gone, I'll disable the berries. That was a bit lucky. 8, 10. Oh, I thought we were going to do 2 there. I probably should have built a little one over here. That would have been... I'll do that eventually. I need to keep an eye on this before we go any further. Because I don't want it to be built. Because if it gets built, then the water won't come through. He's coming with a log. I can see him now. Or he's not coming with a log. Somebody's coming with a log. Somebody's doing something. They're all ready to be thinged. Unless these only get every 5 days, I don't really know, to be honest. Don't see why it's taking that long to fill them up. That's a pause now. Because I can't do anything. Come on. Why aren't you building me this? I've got it on full. Right, here he is. Are you coming down here? Yeah, you're coming down here. Pause. Right, that's it. I'm ready for the badwater. Would you believe it? I'll get that to get all his berries. It's like... I've got 3, so I am increasing. It's been a nightmare, but I am increasing. I technically don't need this anymore, but just in case that I want to put something. It would be nice to actually have this as, if I can get control of this badwater, which I should be able to now. Bearing in mind, that's what I'll control it, and that's where I put it. Because I'll take this off, I will build this, and then the badwater will go right down there, which then won't affect the beavers. I've now got to start doing other things, though. So I'm going to need to enable this. Because I've got enough logs. I really want this up here as well. But I can't do that either. Right. These can be disabled now as well. I've got obviously 1 water going. Just to keep things going. But I don't want to take too much out for obvious reasons. It's not too bad. But I've got 100 there. I'm going to re-enable these again. Don't know how many I can... No, I can't. I know I could take that down. Although that might be an idea. Take this down, put these in. Because I'll get more. Now, I've got to keep an eye on this. That's almost full, so we'll get Chronolis in there and get that built. That, unfortunately, needs to be enabled. That needs to be disabled to get these back again. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute bloody nightmare early on when you just have not got... Obviously, in the Fortales, it's not as bad, because you know that if you build the houses, I think the Fortales is slightly an easier play in some respects to this. But I suppose, you know, it is what it is. We'll do this as well. Get them to put these in. As you can see, I'm almost very close to the how much food. I've got 130. We're going to need the gears as well. That gives me the gears. So I've got enough to get gears in here, but I'm definitely going to need another... I need a static, you know, I need a decent way of getting some more logs. Now, I've obviously got all this, but I just want to make sure that I've got all the food that I can. That's all turned off. That has only got one. I think this is the last one. Oh no, there's a couple here. I don't even think that's for cutting. Yeah, I missed it. Right, that will cut. I'm sure it's why you're not cutting that. Stupid thing. 70 something. I don't want to run out. So I'm going to put that back in. If he's in. No, he's not in. Because we're doing this, aren't we? This is almost there. Did I take that? Yes, I did take that, but I... Oh, that's a bit of a problem I need to solve. I'll do it as a small warehouse. No, it's not a warehouse, is it? It's a... it's one of these. Planks. Built. I've got 3 planks here, but I can't actually put them in anywhere. They've got to be taken back to a storage to be able to be used. I know it's a pain, but that's just the way the game works. Right, so I've got enough Chronoli space now for this second one. I'm going to run out of space for the berries, but I don't really want to do more. We are getting... I wonder if it's every 5 days that they fill these in then. I wonder if that's how it works. Maybe that's how it works and they don't do it straight away. I don't know. I'm going to have to research that because that seems a bit weird. Yeah, I've got 5 coming. So that's not too bad. I've got 8 logs. Right. I've got 8 logs. Right, now they're down here. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to get one to go in here, though. Isn't connected to a... What do you mean? Oh, connected. That's right. Yeah. I've got 14. I'm going to pause that now. I'll turn that one back on. And I'm going to turn this on to be getting built. I'm going to cut me these off. I'll tell you something. I'm wondering if in this, before this gets built, can I get around here? No. But what I could do, I've got 2 days, you see. Mark that. unmark, if I unmark this, they'll cut this one. Well, that's the idea anyway. Apart from that one, I didn't want to put in. Because what I want to do is get the... Because I've got 100 and something. We're almost to an hour anyway. So if I was to block... Oh, that's not good, because they can't get to that one, can they? So I'm going to have to do a 3. Unless I can work out that there and that there. They can get to these two, and that's only 2. Build these for me before the thing comes back. There we go. They've done that. Now I'll go back to cut this lot. Because I can get through there, you see, now, I think. No, I can't, because that one's in the way. Yeah. Cut trees. Clear that. Cut them. Nope. That. Oh, they can't get through. Oh, well, that's okay. Sometimes you think they can't get through, but the builders can get through, but the others can't get through. Yeah, I think it must be to do with something like 5 days before they turn that back on. I need more water, that's for certain. So I need to turn that off and turn this on. Even though I don't really want to take all that, but this now's got no more in, so I'll have this one back on. How are we doing? You've got no... Well, you have. Cut for trees is here. I just need that one going. I've got 1 day and a bit. I'm trying to... It will fill... Well, it won't, actually. It won't fill. I want... I need to get over there as well. Which I can. Not that. That will allow me to get over there. Stay like that. This is a natural 2. So if that's a natural, I'm wondering if I could get... I need 250 for that. Damn, I only have 100 and something. Damn. I'm going to get rid of this and this. Right, we're up to our... You see what I mean by this is a lot of work to start with once you get going. Right, breeders are going... We've got 14. That's never been going, that. I don't know why. He's not paused. Plant. Plant that. So I should be all ready for the bad side, apart from I've just got to enable that, and he's just got to put one in there, which I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do before we go. Is I'm going to have... Is that it? Small stockpile. Yeah, I'll have that. And have that to obtain. That way, I've got a log right here. Yeah, so anyway. Sorry about that. I've got distracted as usual. So we've... So I've got a lot of stuff working. I'm going to be concentrating on in the next player to try and get us more water. Well, it's here actually, because could be the second bit of the like the reservoir. I can't do much with this, and I can't do much with this. Well, not at the moment, anyway. Obviously, we're building. We're getting this going. I'm still got this going, and we're getting all the water. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed this anyway, and I've got all this now. I still want to get to the back. Stop going on about pigs. We'll get it sorted for next. We'll get it sorted for next play. Supply. And we'll see you again soon. Don't forget to check out pigstv.com for all these videos. And we'll see you in the following one. Bye for now.